So pizza night. I have a Trader Joe's pizza dough, half of a Trader Joe's pizza dough. That's like $1.50 at Trader Joe's. I rolled it out flat, it's over here. I have a bag of sauce. The sauce is whatever your favorite jarred sauce is. Throw it in the blender, and then a big ladle full in plastic bags. Throw it in the freezer, then you're ready to go. So this is my pizza sauce. Goes on the dough. Spread it out, not all the way to the edge, but just leave yourself a little bit of margin. So I'm just going to spread it out. You do not want to use too much sauce. It'll waterlog your pizza and your dough won't get crisp. Okay, that's it. Then I use the whatever mozzarella you can get. I use half of one of these things. Grated. Leave your fingers behind. It's always better to just have the cheese, no knuckles. And it's always good to have a dog under the counter for the juicy bits. Cheese on the pizza, right out to the edge of the sauce. No big deal. Now I do olives, mushrooms, sausage, and pepperoni. The sausage we buy in these little loaves, and then while it's unfrozen, we cut it into like 8 slices so that each one is just ready to go for a pizza. And that's it. That's super easy. So the mushrooms go on. I'm using 4, however many you like. The thing to remember is that everything shrinks when it lands on a pizza. So your pizza is going to look like it's packed, but it's not. And just work your way right around, all the way around the pizza. Just try to keep it even. Just like that. The rest of these, all the way around the pizza. And the extra goes to the dog. And then you have olives. I use sliced olives, just sliced black olives. Drain them. And on the pizza the same way. Usually you start kind of in the middle, work your way out, make a little quarters of your pizza, and then fill in the quarters. That'll make sure that you're nice and even. You can use any extra olives you have in a salad if you want, or you can give them to your dog. They're healthy. It's a MUFA, so that's good for them. Ruby loves her black olives. You go, Jojo. That's the olives. I mentioned the sausage before. I just take it, just pull little bits off, spread it evenly around the pizza. Oven's ready. Just like that. This is raw sausage, but it's going to cook in just the 15 minutes that this pizza is in. It'll cook completely. That's that. The last bit I do is the pepperoni. So this is just Hormel pepperoni, no big deal. It's all pre-cut, ready to go. Do not eat the little plastic guy that's in there. And then what I do is this stuff shrinks, so put it all the way around like a complete shield on top of the pizza like that. And if you run out, get more. And I keep this frozen. This just stays in the freezer, so it's still got frost on it from the freezer. But it'll thaw, believe me, it'll thaw in the oven and it'll cook beautifully. So all the way out to the edge of your sauce and your cheese, because the pepperoni is gonna shrink and it's gonna be perfect. So just right out to the edge of your sauce and your cheese like that. Okay, so right there, you could put that in the oven. There's one last thing that I like to do, and that's I like to take a little bit of garlic, if I can get the jar open. Take a little bit of jar, we call it jar garlic, but it's basically just minced garlic in the jar. A little bit of olive oil. Smash that down and make kind of a paste out of it. And then brush that around this part of the pizza. Because now what you're doing is you're spreading this garlic love and oil all around that raw dough. This is where Ruby starts looking for stuff on the ground, on the floor, because I'm getting messy. And then the last thing I do on this, because I like to have just a little spice crunch on there, is I've got this amazing Hawaiian black salt. You can use anything you want here. Use black pepper, throw cheese on it, it doesn't matter. But this has become kind of my signature on the edges of my pizza, is this Hawaiian black salt. It's amazing. That whole thing is gonna go in the oven, just like that, at 450 for about 15 minutes. And I will show you a picture of that when it's all done. But that's how I make pizza. That's pizza night in our house, and it's so easy. So I hope you guys enjoy that. I love you guys. Bye. Okay, pizza's done. That's how it looks. So you see how everything shrunk? There's our salt all the way around the edge. We got a beautiful big bubble there because that Trader Joe's bread is so wonderfully lively. All I'm gonna do now is cut it. You can use a pizza cutter. I just use a knife. Unctuous, it's gooey, it's ready to go. That's pizza night in our house.